last video going over SEO that I would try to make this sort of a 3-4 part series and make it as quick as possible to teach you how to rank for keywords, how to do SEO basically from start to finish, from keyword research to what you need to do on your page to outbound links and everything else in between as quickly as efficiently as possible. So here's this is this is where I'm at, and this is my excuse is that I got sidetracked a little bit with another series that I'm also working on. I'm going to roll these videos out as quickly as I can over the next few days, and that one is on how to get started in a home business properly because it was tax season and I kept seeing so much about it. I wanted to be able to help people with that as well. So getting back to this, if you saw the last couple of videos, the first one was an intro going over some basics. The second one, I did a little bit like this was a screenshot more and on how to do keyword research. So if you haven't seen those, I would start there. And then what I'm going to try to do for you from here, hopefully you've been following, is how do you blog for SEO? What are the basics for that? So got a couple things for you. I'm on my blog right now. Sorry for the noise. And let's start with some basics here. So let's pull this up. This is what it would look like in the back of my blog. Here is the permalink. And what that is it's something. So here's the title of this post. Using Facebook in network marketing, 5 powerful tips. Now, the first thing that we want to do is you can actually edit your title for your keywords. So I've already changed that to Facebook network marketing. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted to have people find me for in SEO then, in this case. And this wasn't one that I tried to market that much, but I'm using it as an example. First of all, make sure that your URL, and this is sort of the URL, the permalink, it has no underscores. So the first thing that you notice there, okay? And then I've got a couple notes here on this PowerPoint. Make sure that your title tag is unique. Make sure that it contains the keyword and that it's under 55 characters, which usually, if it's more or less than that, it's going to shut you out anyway. Okay, so that's my keywords was in there anyway, right? Use Facebook and network marketing. That was the title. That was the tag. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to look at, of course, is that URL optimization, which I kind of included right there in that permalink. Oh, that's what it looks like live, and then here's my permalink. Of course, I can click on that. That's it right there. See that at the top of the screen? Those are my keywords. That's what it should look like. And then this is the post itself. I'm going to come back to something else that I really like to do, which is include a video. Really helps with the search engine ranking, especially if you title that video correctly. Which again, I would title that video probably in this case. Let's see if I get using Facebook and network marketing. Boom. All right. So if you want, that's a simple way to do that too. Say you also created a video. Of course, you would have had to, and it looks like this on my screen here. But then you would just grab the embed code from YouTube, and then you just copy it and paste it. So it would look something like this. So you go to your YouTube video, and then just hit embed, and it'll look like that. And then make sure it's under text, copy and paste, and then go back to visual, and you'll have your video in there. All right, and that's a really simple, really easy tip that you can use, and it's a great way to get double the sort of work, the effort out of your video or out of your content, which is you get to use it first on your YouTube channel, and then you bring it back and use it on your blog, and then maybe you even want to point from one to the other. So maybe you point from your blog back to your YouTube channel or vice versa. All right, does that make sense? Okay, the next thing. So we covered URL optimization, and this is going to be the meat right here. So I'm going to try to go quickly. Heading tags and copy optimization, placing the keywords in the H1, H2, H3 tags. Okay, let's cover that first. Heading tags would be this. At the top, I know I already used this in my title. That's fine. You can use it again. Because what keywords am I going for? I'm going for Facebook in network marketing. All right, so that's my tag. Now and what I'm doing is I'm breaking it up into different chunks. And what I should be doing, if I was really trying to rank for this keyword, is for these different ones that you'll see are, let's look at it under text. What we call an H1, that's an H2. So see how big it is? See, and those are really, really easy to do. You just create this open bracket H2 and then close H2 for the size. You can do the same thing with H1. You can see this next headline right there, but how do you present it properly without alienating everyone you know? And see, it looks like that as opposed to the paragraph here. All right, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you use an H2, an H3, and an H1. A lot of times I'll do the H1 last. I'm not really sure why I didn't do that here, but you definitely want those in there, especially for your SEO. And you want the keywords in those tags. That makes sense. We're calling, like this looks like that's an H3, I believe, and that whole thing. And I should put the keyword in there. So bad example, Ryan. Bad example. But next thing is you want to have 500, 700 words. That's pretty simple. Just, I mean, to do a word counter, you can look up something online to do that as well. But you want to have at least 500 words in there in your blog post. Okay, it wouldn't take you too long. You want to make sure that you have that keyword in there 2 to 3 times. And that's not just in the sort of what we're calling the tags or the titles. Like those H1, H2, H3, but also somewhere, in the paragraphs here. How can you use Facebook and network marketing in this case, right? Again, pretty simple. Use that and then drop it and make sure it's in the first 100 words, which would be in the beginning. So not only do I have it here, but I would want it somewhere in the first 100 words up here. And I may not have done that this time. I don't think I was particularly worried about ranking this one is what it looks like. But an example is then, I'll change this up a little bit, especially through Facebook and using Facebook in network marketing. And then I'll save it. All right. And then finally, this part, bold, italicize, or underline the keyword. Now, that's pretty easy too. Using Facebook in network marketing. That's my keyword again. And you've got these choices right here. Excuse me, what happened, computer screen? Well, that's odd. Oh, it looks like it's reloading. Okay, but either way, you get the gist. So put it in there, and then you can bold italicize that. And you can actually do this with going into your code, which would look something like this. I'm going to pull this up here. If you wanted to do italicize, simply like this. Put the I, oops, that's open, and then an I is in there. All right, Facebook network marketing, if I can spell right. And you don't really have to know this. Is a nice thing about WordPress. Is you don't have to go back and do this code, but you can. Same thing if you wanted to do the bold, or if you want to do underline, then you just change this from an I to a U for underline and a B for bold. So let's just put it where, let's plug it in. It makes sense. Everyone's on there. Makes sense to use. Boom, let's put it right there. Facebook network marketing. Let's see what there it is. It's in bold. Oh, I should capitalize it. Does that make sense? So you want to try to, it's really ideal if you can get that 3 times, but at least, in all 3 variations. So 1 bold, 1 italicized, 1 underline. in your SEO for the keywords that you're going for. And if you're picking out long tail keywords, guys, and you're doing the research right, you shouldn't have a lot of trouble ranking for some of these after not too long, especially if you're using some of the other techniques on outbound links and interlinking your blog, which I will touch on in my next video. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. As always, leave a comment below if you did, or if you have any questions, hit me up on Facebook as well. And guys, good luck out there, and check back for the next one soon. I'll show you what you need to do next. All right, take care.